Good afternoon, children. In the last class, we discussed about. Okay, now read. So, in the last class, we discussed about mean deviation about mean and mean deviation about median. Did you try the homework questions? Did you try that exercise, first exercise? Pranav?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, now let's do one more question using mean deviation about median. After that, we start with the next important topic of this chapter, standard deviation. It is standard deviation. Okay, so first let's do one more question using mean deviation about mean. Write the question. Write the question. Find the mean deviation about the median. Find the mean deviation about the median. And the data is given like this. The data is given as such. Xi, Fi. Okay, instead of interval, it is given as Xi and Fi. Find the mean deviation about median. Xi, Fi. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 21, 22. 21 and 22. And if you take Fi, the Fi values are 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3. We are asked to find mean deviation about the median. Okay. In order to find mean deviation about median, the first thing we have to find is the cumulative frequency, CF. We have to find cumulative frequency. How to find the cumulative frequency? For writing the cumulative frequency, the first data will be same, isn't it? 3. Then we'll add this 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 5, 12. Is that no? Then 12 plus 2, 14. 14 plus 4, 18. 18 plus 5, 23. It is 27. 27 plus 3, it is 30. So when you add this, here also we will get sigma Fi as 30. You can check this. Is it correct or not? Okay, by adding Fi, the sigma Fi will be same as the last entry in the cumulative frequency. Okay, so now the next step, what you can do, once the cumulative frequency is given, you count check it. What is the value of n? Look at the value of n. N is equal to 30, isn't it? The value of n is given as 30. 30 is even number. N is equal to 30 is even. Okay, if n is equal to 30 is even, okay, what will be the median value? Median will be same as 30 by 2th data plus 30 by 2 plus 1th data by 2. Okay, it will be same as 30 by 2th data plus 30 by 2 plus 1th data. What is meant by 30 by 2? It is 15th data plus 16th data by 2. It is 15th data plus 16th data by 2. So how will you find the 15th data? How to find the 15th and 16th? So this is what we have learned last year in cumulative frequency. So look at the value of cumulative frequency. Look at the value of the cumulative frequency. Okay, so look at the value of CF. Here, if you look into the CF, up to 3, 1, 2, 3, the Xi is 3, isn't it? Up to 3. Then 4th data onwards, 4, 5, 6, 7, Xi value is 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, Xi value is 6. Then 8 to 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 to 12, the value is 9. So now what we want here, we want the 15th data and 16th data. So can you guess what is the 15th data and 16th data? This is up to 14, isn't it? This is up to 14. So 14, after 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, everything will be coming under this group, isn't it? So for this, what will be the 16th data and 17th data, 15th data? What will be the answer? 16th and 15th. That one will be same as. Is it clear, children? Are you able to understand? Up to 18, we have this value. Okay. So what will be the 16th data? It will be 13, isn't it? 15th data is also 13. So you'll get 13 plus 13 by 2, which is 26 by 2, which is same as 13. It will be 13. So median is 13. Median is 13. Once we find the median, the next column is, what is the next column? You have to find out xi minus m, modulus of xi minus m. And the next column is fi into modulus of xi minus m. Find out xi minus m. And the next one is modulus of xi minus m. Start doing. Calculate.
And can you scroll it down?
Little down. Okay. This part. Okay, Navneet. Right. Okay, do this one. Find out those are completed. Find out modulus of xi minus m and modulus of xi minus m. Do this one. Okay, so after finding the median, what is the next column you have to do? You have to do xi minus m. Find out xi minus m. You completed that one, children? You calculated this part? So what is xi minus m? Xi median, we got this is 13, isn't it? So it is 10. Am I correct, Naureen? Xi minus m, 7, 4, 1, 0, 2. Again, if you take 21, this one will be 8. The next one is 9. So the next is xi, modulus of xi minus m. Fi into modulus of xi minus m. When you multiply this one will be 30, 28, 20, 2, 0, 10, 32, 27. Now find out what is sigma fi into modulus of xi minus m. Sigma fi into modulus of xi minus m. What will be the value? So sigma fi into modulus of xi minus m.
149.
Yes, it is 149. Correct, Mehre. It is 149. So now find out what is the mean deviation. So mean deviation is given by 149 by sigma fi. Sigma fi is 30. So 149 by 30. Find the approximate value over here. Finished? What is the answer? What is the answer? Yes. What will be the answer, Meherin?
4.96.
Okay, 4.96. It is 4.96. See, those who are not submitted the third assignment, submit it at the earliest. Okay, not the third one. I think it is the fourth assignment. Is that no, Shabarinath? From set theory, I gave one assignment. Then next is from the graph chapter. Then from permutation and combination.
We gave from what chapter from permutation combination.
Yes, yes, Shabarinath.
We gave from the chapter.
That's what I'm asking. Whether I gave any thing from there?
I don't think so.
No, no. Okay, then that is the second one. Third one is from sequences and series. Okay, once we complete the statistics, statistics is a small chapter. Once we complete this from the statistics also, I'll give the next assignment. Okay, once the school reopens, be ready for your submission. Okay, that moment, don't say, it is not ready. Note it down. 3 assignments are there with you. Okay. Okay, children. Now write the next heading. Next heading is standard deviation. Standard deviation. Standard deviation. And variance. Standard deviation and variance. So these measures, these are called measures of dispersion. Okay. We are learning the different measures of dispersion. Standard deviation and variance. Standard deviation and variance. Listen, children. For standard deviation, like mean, here also, for standard deviation, we have 2 formula. Okay, we have 2 formula. So there are many formula, but we concentrate on only these 2 formulas. Okay, learn the formula, learn the method which we learn thoroughly. Okay, so if it is discrete data, note down this, note down. If it is discrete data, okay, we find variance using the formula. We find variance. Listen, children, first of all of you listen. Variance is denoted by sigma square. Variance is denoted by sigma square, which is sigma xi minus x bar the whole square by n. Sigma xi minus x bar the whole square by n. And standard deviation is given by sigma. Standard deviation is sigma. That is same as square root of variance. If you find variance, if you take the square root, you'll get the standard deviation. Okay, that will be same as root of sigma xi minus x bar the whole square by n. So for discrete, this is the first formula we are learning here. And this formula is enough for finding all that. Okay, with discrete data, one more formula is there, but we use only one formula. Okay, note down this one. Write down this formula. Discrete 1 by n into sigma xi minus x bar the whole square. Okay, copied this one, children. This is the first one. One more formula is there, but we use the first formula itself for doing the. Okay, but note down the second formula. Okay, at least one formula, you make it thorough. The second one is, okay, second one will be given by variance is equal to, variance sigma square is equal to sigma xi square by n minus x bar the whole square. Sigma xi square by n minus x bar the whole square. That is same as when you expand it, you'll get the thing. A minus b the whole square. If you expand it, the same thing only you will get here. Okay, so we use only this first formula. We use this first formula. Sigma xi minus x bar the whole square by n. And the second formula is sigma xi square by n minus x bar the whole square. Sigma xi square by n minus x bar the whole square. Okay. Now write the next heading. Next heading, standard deviation for grouped data. Standard deviation for grouped data. Grouped data means it is not in the interval form, but the frequencies are there. Okay, like the previous question we did, xi is given and fi is given, means standard deviation for grouped data. Grouped data means xi and fi will be given. If xi and fi are given, then what is the formula for finding variance? Then in that case, first we learn for variance. Variance sigma square is equal to sigma square is equal to sigma fi into xi minus x bar the whole square by sigma fi. Sigma fi into xi minus x bar the whole square by sigma fi. Okay, similar to the previous one we learned. Is that no? Previous one also we had one formula like this. Xi minus x bar the whole square. Here we multiply by fi. Here along with this we multiply by fi. Okay. And what is standard deviation? Standard deviation will be same as standard deviation is equal to root of variance. Root of variance, which will be same as square root of sigma fi into xi minus x bar the whole square by sigma fi. So this is the first formula we are learning. And we learn, okay, and we'll be using this first formula only for grouped data. Okay, this is the first formula only we'll use for grouped data. Now note the second formula. Second formula, variance is equal to variance sigma square is equal to, the second formula is sigma fi xi square by sigma fi minus sigma fi xi by sigma fi the whole square. Sigma fi xi square by sigma fi minus sigma fi xi by sigma fi the whole square. So just look at that, compare it. When you expand it, the same thing only you will get here. Fi into xi square, the other term will get cancelled. And the second one will become fi xi mean. X bar, sigma fi xi by sigma fi will be same as mean. Or, okay, one more formula is there. One more formula is there. Third one. Variance is equal to, variance sigma square is equal to 1 by n into 1 by n into 1 by n into 1 second, children. Okay, as we are writing for standard deviation, no need of root is needed there. The variance is sigma square is equal to 1 by n square into sigma fi xi square sigma fi xi the whole square. 1 by n square into n into sigma fi xi square minus sigma fi xi the whole square, where this n is sigma fi, sum of all frequencies, where n is sigma fi. Okay. But here we are going to use only one formula. Make it thorough with that formula, first formula. Okay. We use only the first formula.
Ma'am, can you show the last two equations, not formula?
Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, finished? See? So, although I'm giving the formula for standard deviation, I'm giving the formula for standard deviation, using step deviation method, we will be using the first formula, only one formula, the first formula, sigma fi into xi minus x bar the whole square. That single formula is enough for calculation. We will be using that only one formula. So make it thorough with that formula. So what is the formula to find the variance for a discrete data? For a discrete data? Yes, John Joes. For a discrete data, variance is given by?
Sigma square is equal to sigma xi minus x bar whole square by n.
Okay. And for a grouped data, Anashwarya? For grouped data, Anashwarya? Yes, John Philip.
Sigma fi into xi minus x bar by sigma fi.
Xi minus x bar the whole square.
Whole square.
Whole square is there. Sigma xi minus x bar the whole square by n. N will be same as sigma fi, sum of all frequencies. Okay. So now write down the next formula, step deviation method. Step deviation method. Fourth one is step deviation. Step deviation method. Here, sigma square is given by h square into sigma fi yi by sigma fi minus sigma fi yi by sigma fi the whole square. Sigma fi yi by sigma fi yi. Sigma fi, 1 second children, sigma fi yi square minus sigma fi yi by sigma fi yi the whole square. Similar to this, look at here. But here we have h square. Okay. So what is yi here? Yi is xi minus a by h. Yi is xi minus a by h. Okay, what is a? A is the assumed mean we take. Somewhat middle value we will take. Yi is xi minus a by h. Sigma square is h square into sigma fi into yi square by sigma fi minus sigma fi yi by sigma fi the whole square, where yi is equal to xi minus a by h. Okay. Now let's start doing problems based on this. Write the first one. Write the question. Find mean, variance, and standard deviation. Find mean, variance, and standard deviation for the following data. Standard deviation will be written as SD. Okay. Find mean, variance, and standard deviation for the following data. It is given as 6, 10, 7, 13, 4, 12, 8, 12. 6, 10, 7, 13, 4, 12, 8, 12. Okay, so it is a discrete data. If the discrete data is given, how will you find mean? Jyoti, what is the formula to find mean for the discrete data? Mean is? Jyoti. Yes, Jyoti Joshi is present. Alan Joffe, tell me, how will you find mean? What is the formula to find mean? Alan Joffe? Formula to find mean.
Sum of derivations by number of derivations.
Sum of observations. Okay, sum of all observations by total number of observations by total number of observations. So you add up all that and divide it by total number. So what is the total number here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have to divide it by 8. Find the total. Find the sum. I'll mark your attendance. What is the sum? When you add all the data, what is the sum? Krishna Gandhi, what is the sum?
72.
Yes, 72 by 8, which is 9. So once you complete this, write the next. Okay, so we can take this as xi. The data, we can take it as xi. Xi is 6, 10, 7, 13, 4, 12, 8, 12. So this is xi. So next column, you can make it as xi minus x bar. Next is xi minus x bar, the whole square. Xi minus x bar. Here x bar is 7, isn't it? Is it 7? No, 9. X bar, okay, it is 9. So 6 minus 9, it will be negative 3. 10 minus 9 is 1, minus 2, minus 4, minus 5, 3, minus 1, gain 3, isn't it? Now square it. Xi minus x bar, the whole square. 9, 1, 4, 4, 25, 9, 1, 9. Now find out the sum. What is sigma xi minus x bar, the whole square? What is sigma xi minus x bar, the whole square? And you add all the data, what you will get? And the sigma xi minus x bar, the whole square.
Ma'am,
Yes.
4, 1, 16.
So what I wrote there?
4.
Oh, okay, 4. 16, 25. Thank you, Shabari. Now add this and check the total, children. 10, 30, 40, 60, 74. Is it correct? 74. So sigma square is sigma xi minus x bar the whole square by n. So it will be 74 by, what is the total number we got here? 8. If you cancel this, it will be 37 by 4. When you divide it, 9 4s are 36. 2 is, okay, sigma square is 9.25. Therefore, what is sigma? Standard deviation is root of variance. So it is same as square root of 9.25. Find out the approximate value of 9.25. Find the square root of 9.25. We have learned one method, long division method. Using that, you can find square root of 9.25. Find out the square root of 9.25. The square root of 9.25. Okay, you can use the division method, long division method, 9.25. 9.25. Here you'll make it pair, isn't it? 3 3s are 9, 0. Then what you will do? We double this 3. It will become 6. Okay, here we have decimal, so I'll put decimal. Now take the next down. Okay, next point and make it down. Now 3, if you double it, it is 6. Using which number you will fill here? Suppose I put here 1 means it's not possible, isn't it? So what is the possibility? 25. Then take the square root. Okay, what will be the answer? So we will put, okay, here, if it is not possible, then what you will do? 9.25, is it correct, children? Otherwise, what you can do, you take the approximate value. What about square root of 31? What is square root of 32? Find out. 30 square is, we know that 30 square is 900. Is or no? So it will be coming around 900. 9.25. Okay, so in the next class I'll ask one of you to explain the square root method. Go through that method. We have learned that one from 8th standard, we are using it. One of you be ready to explain finding the square root using long division method. Okay, this. Okay, note down the answer is 3.04. 3.04. So with this, we wind up. Next class, learn the formulas and come. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.